been on autopilot for the majority of my 20s, and now I'm approaching my late 20s, I've took a step back and I've thought, is this the life that I actually want for myself? And spoiler it, the answer is no. So we're going to do something about that. I'm going to spend the next 365 days trying to create my dream life. And no, it is not January, and yes, you can start a new yearly goal any time of the year. So it's the end of May 2026, and by the end of May 2027, I want to either be living my dream life or have all the systems in place to be able to get me there, and like making them steps to be able to get there. But who knows how long my dream life is going to be to create. It could be a year, it could be 3 years, it could be 5 years, but as long as I'm progressing and making them steps towards my dream life, then I'll be happy. Okay, but before we fully get into it, hi, my name's Heather and I'm an interior designer, and I'm originally from Liverpool, but I've been living and working down as an interior designer in London for 4 years in total now. I do work for an interior design studio of around 70 people, and as much as I love having colleagues, like they're literally the best people, and I love having a stable income, I just feel a bit stuck, and I just have this feeling inside of me that I'm supposed to create something of my own. I've got this feeling that I'm supposed to create something bigger. Not bigger than that studio, but just bigger for myself. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to create my own interior design business. And yes, I'm going to be filming the whole thing. I have literally started this from scratch. I have 0 clients. Like, I kind of semi-decided on a name, but need to create a logo, need to create a portfolio, need to create a website, like, and I'm going to be filming the whole process, the whole in and out of what it takes to actually create your own interior design studio or business, because I don't think there's a lot of discourse on this on the internet. And when I say I'm going to be filming the whole thing, I am going to be filming all the ups, all the downs, the in-between boring bits, and the obviously inevitable breakdowns that will come as well. But yeah, like I said, I want to film this whole process because I don't think there's a lot of discourse about this on the internet, about what it takes to create your own design business. And even though the stuff I'm talking about is specifically going to be interior design focused, I think if you're creating any service design business, the struggles and the challenges are probably going to be very similar, like how to find clients, marketing yourself online, just general day-to-day stuff, and growing a design business whilst, oh yeah, key thing I forgot to mention, I'm still working my full-time job. I can't afford to obviously just quit and then set this all up. This is all going to be on the side. So I work Monday to Friday, 9 till 5:30 in the office. So this, well, my plan is to hopefully in the morning do some work. Don't know how realistic that's going to be because I'm not a morning person. I try so hard to be a morning person, but I just can't force myself out of bed sometimes. So probably a lot of the time in the evening, but I live with my boyfriend, so that's gonna be, yeah, so this is really just gonna be showing how I am going to be building a business alongside my 9 to 5 job. Well, 9 to 5:30 job. So yeah, it's gonna be long, it's gonna be hard, but I think I just have such a good feeling about it. Yeah, I'm excited for this journey. By now, you're probably thinking, how on earth, Heather, are you going to be building a design business alongside your 9 to 5 job? Let me break that all down for you and show you my plan. But before I show you the plan and how I'm going to do it, I'm going to break down what my dream life actually looks like, because I can't create a plan if I don't know what I'm wanting to achieve. Okay, so my dream life consists of 3 categories: health, finances, and career/business. And whilst I know there are many other aspects of my life, including relationships, personal development, attitude, and mindset, I just think if I try to focus on every single aspect of my life all at once, I will implode and then be like, oh my god, there's too much stuff to do, there's too much stuff to think about, that I literally then won't be able to do anything. I can struggle with knowing what's most important and what I should focus on. So if I really just try to limit the amount of things to focus on, I've got more of a chance of actually doing good at them, doing good at the stuff that I set out for myself, instead of trying to improve all aspects of my life all at once. and I picked these aspects of my life because these are the ones that directly impact the goal for my dream life for setting up a design business. Okay, so for the first category of my dream life, health. And you might be thinking, Heather, health hasn't got anything to do with building an interior design business. And you'll be wrong, because as we all know by now, health has direct impact on our mental health, and then if my mental health isn't doing good, then my business is not going to be doing good. Okay, so I've asked Google, and this is on the Harvard website, that studies indicating that on days employees exercise, they experience about a 17% increase in productivity compared to the days that they do not. So I'm not saying that I'm going to exercise every single day, but I just think it's going to be good for my productivity and my mental health, and that's all going to directly impact the business in its past. So for this, I want to complete 2 runs a week, a short run and a long run, and at the moment I've just been able to complete a 5k, and that has literally took me years to be able to complete one. I don't know how everybody and the nan is running half marathons, because it's literally took me about a year to get to a 5k. So my goal for next year is put another 5k on that and be able to complete a 10k. So that's my plan. Hopefully we'll be able to complete that beforehand, but more the main goal, instead of the distance, it's more just about the regular exercise. Once on a weekday, go for a run, or once on a weekend, go for a run, and then do strength training once a week. So whether this is Pilates, going to the gym, yoga, just something that's going to work more of the muscles out, and then the run is the cardio side of it. Okay, next, the fun part. So for my dream life, I will be self-employed. Obviously, I think that is kind of obvious if I say I want to run my own design business. So hopefully be able to leave my 9-to-5 job when the clients are flowing, the money's not flowing in. Like, I can take that risk. Obviously I can't take it right now because I've got no money coming in, but when I feel like I'm ready, I want to go self-employed. And then also another one for my dream life, in the next year I will have posted 52 YouTube videos, so 1 a week, which is gonna be scary. It might be 1 every 2 weeks, so it might end up being 26 YouTube videos, because working a full-time job, doing a YouTube video once a week, plus building the design business might be a lot. So I might have to put it once every 2 weeks, but I'm gonna aim for once a week for now, see how I get on. If I'm stressed, maybe I'll take it back down to not twice a week, bloody hell, to once every 2 weeks. And then by this time next year, I will have at least 2 to 3 clients on the go. I think that seems reasonable. Honestly, don't really know how many would have on a go at once. Usually in the office and work, I'd have about 2 to 3 projects on the go. So having about 2 to 3 clients kind of makes sense. And then on top of them 2 to 3 clients that I will currently have in May 2027, I want to have already completed 2 to 3 projects, depending on the size, depending on the timelines. So yeah, that's what I would have wanted to have achieved by May 2027. Lastly, for the last section, which is finances, I want to have saved up 6 months worth of my essential living costs for my emergency fund. So typically right now I'm aiming to build up 3 months worth of my emergency funds, but it's recommended if you're self-employed or have your own business that you save up around 6 to 12 months of essential living costs for your emergency fund. So I'm gonna aim for the lower of that bracket for 6 months. And then another goal is to be earning enough on the monthly to be able to afford somewhere bigger. I'm not going to show you the flat right now because it's a bit of a mess. This looks nice. On the other side of my camera, it's not the cleanest, it's not the tidiest at the moment, but yeah, we literally live in a tiny 1-bed flat with my boyfriend, and I would just honestly love to, even if it's still a 1-bed flat, just be able to afford somewhere a bit bigger, with a dishwasher, with, even if it's just like a little terrace that I can sit on, just like a little mini pocket of outdoor space. Like, oh, that would be kiss. Because yeah, it's hard, and ideally within the same area, because I do love the area that we're in, but it's an expensive area, so we'll have to see. We'll see in years' time. Who knows? Who knows where we'll be? Now you might be thinking, how on earth are you planning on creating your dream life whilst working a full-time job? And honestly, the truth is, I don't know. I don't know, but that's why I want to document this journey. And to be honest, if I did know how to build it, then I probably wouldn't be documenting this and creating this like visual video diary of how I'm doing it. But if you do have any tips or tricks, or if anyone has actually set up their own design business themselves, whether it's interior design or another type of design, then please do share it down in the comments and let me know, because I will take any help that I'm getting at the moment. I sound like I'm really unsure. I'm actually no, I'm unsure of what it's going to look like, but like I said before, I kind of just have this sense that it's going to work out and it's going to be fine, and I'm going to find my own path. At the moment, I don't know what that looks like, but I just have this feeling that it's going to be fine, that it's all going to work out. And yeah, I'm just excited to honestly see where this whole journey takes me. But knowing me and other side hustles, when I've done it in the past, I can really hyper fixate on creating a plan and creating the perfect plan to get everything that I want to do done all at once. And then I've been trying to stick to that plan for like a week or two, and I'm like, actually this is so unrealistic. I've burnt myself out and I just haven't done anything. So my plan is just to like create messily, just throw things out there. My plan is to not essentially have a strict rigid plan of what I need to do. Just try and, like I said, prioritize things. And yeah, literally, especially with creating content, just chucking stuff out there, see what sticks, see what works before creating more rigid plan. Guys, honestly, that is my rant over. I feel like I've definitely kind of just been wobbling on. I've just been waffling on for the past however long, 10-15 minutes. So yeah, thank you if you have made it this far, and honestly stick around, subscribe if you want to see how I'm going to tackle this mammoth task of creating my dream life. Like I said, if you have any tips or tricks, let me know down in the comments. Let me know down in the comments as well if you're thinking, or if you are also starting your own design business, because that'll be so fun, because we can be starting this together. Next week's will be officially episode 1 of creating my dream life. Not sure what the series title is going to be, but this is just like a pre-episode 1. This is like a little introduction video, and then next week will be proper episodes, vlogs of me creating this stuff. So yeah, I'll see you next week's video, and love you guys. Bye.